Hello and welcome to the show today. My guest is a talented music and video maker. Let's go to a clip now to see a piece of his work.
Kingdom is this broken town, and my castle is the street. This tattered rag represents my crown, and my throne is a bucket seat. Civil protection, you can go to hell. We ain't no slaves to pay. So raise your fingers to the citadel and let disruption reign.
Isn't that just marvelous, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Koefoed. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Oh, thanks, Caboos.
Now, of course, first things first. What inspired you to start writing music?
Writing music, I guess it started about the same time I started making Machinima videos, about 8 years ago. It was when I was playing Dark Age of Camelot. It's kind of like World of Warcraft, but before that, you know. I had one of my friends I played with made a video that was just like him and his guild clearing a dungeon or something, but he put it to a Marilyn Manson song, so it kind of like turned me on to Marilyn Manson and Machinima at the same time, and it was just like I was just hooked after that. He let me know about fraps and stuff, and I didn't even play the game after that. Once I learned I can make my own videos, I pretty much, everything I did on there was looking for places to set up shots or, you know, make my own video. And I only have one to show for it that I have posted on my page. It's my first Machinima from 2003. Anyway, that's the first one I ever done. And after that, I mean, and we didn't have YouTube and stuff back then, so we just kind of sent the files to each other, and, you know, it was just kind of like amongst, you know, real close acquaintances in the game. We're the only people that ever saw these, but it was inspiring to me because, I mean, it was a new form of art that I could do. I can actually make movies, you know, so I started doing that, and I started doing it with different songs, like on Quake Arena and Unreal Tournament, and all these videos I did just for my own self, basically, just for my own entertainment. Might even only showed them to one other person, and I don't have them anymore. I just basically did them and deleted them. But I always, I always knew I wanted to make music too. I mean, I was just like, something about that first Machinima video that I ever saw that just like, I wanted to make music videos. I was sure of that. And but I was kind of sucked at it when I first started. You know, I had a cheesy program that only worked with WAV files. You couldn't put in your own music or anything. You couldn't, you know, it wasn't like you couldn't use MIDI sequencing or anything. It was basically, you just had to use sample files. And anyway, it sounded crappy and repetitive, and I didn't know anything about mastering or anything, so it sounded awful to be. And I couldn't, you know, the whole singing thing, I was always super uncomfortable with my own voice recorded. I still am, actually. Like someone said, it's like a Southern Mr. Rogers. You know, so, I mean, but eventually I got a better program, FL Studio, and I made a song just goofing around, this You've Got 30 song. There's a video of it on my page, in my playlist. I did that just for some guys I worked with at Domino's, and I was just doing it to be silly and stupid, just to entertain them, and I brought a CD to work and let them listen to it, and I was surprised because they were like, wow, that's actually really good and stuff. I thought they were messing with me, but Anyway, about that time is when YouTube decided to crack down on the use of copyrighted music, right? And so Machinima.com wouldn't post any more music videos using copyrighted music. And so I thought, okay, well, I really can't think of any ideas for any series or anything. I really didn't even want to. I just wanted to make music videos. So I said, all right, I'm going to just try to make my own song, just goofing around. And that's when I made Taste the Cake. And, I was really, I was nervous about posting it because I was just sure I was going to just get overwhelmed with like hateful messages about how bad I sucked at singing and stuff like that. And I mean, just the fact that everyone responded so positively and actually liked the song. Not only liked it, I mean, there was actually people asking for the MP3 of the song, and that like was just a huge encouragement to me right there. I just knew, maybe I can make music, and that's what when I decided that's what I was doing was making music and making videos, doing it all myself.
So you were speaking of Taste the Cake there, which even I've seen it. It's phenomenal. It's really entertaining. When did it really like hit home to you that this video was taking off? Was it when people actually started asking for the MP3? Was the view counter going up? What was it to you that really showed, hey, this is really working?
It was really, I mean, it was the first thing I posted on machinima.com once I entered into the consultant agreement with them, which meant I was getting paid a little bit for it. Not much. I mean, I'm not supposed to even say how much, and it's not worth mentioning, really. But, I mean, it was just like the first, like, day. I mean, they featured the video, they put it on their page, and I mean, it just like I woke up the next day and the views were just kept going up and up. And I mean, by about 3 days later, just with between the comments and the views, I mean, I just felt like I really had done something great, and I was just amazed at how well it was doing. And I think that was for the most part the way Machinima featured it, and they still, I guess it pops up a lot in the featured videos on the right, but I mean, it was everything. It was in the comments. I mean, I hardly got any bad comments, which is, I mean, it's silly, I guess, because one rude comment can outweigh 10 great comments. I mean, that's just what like sticks with you and dwells. You just kind of dwell on it, like one hateful comment. And fortunately, I got enough good comments that I wasn't discouraged by any of the bad comments, and that just made me feel like I should keep going, try again. And eventually, I kind of got, you know, uh, used to and jaded to any like bad comments, and I would just ignore them and just I appreciate like constructive criticism or whatever, but I just kind of got to the point where I didn't let any bad comments bother me. So every good comment that anyone left was just that much more encouragement to keep going. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, it does. It
Okay.
does. It definitely does.
I told you I talk too much, so maybe you can edit some of this blabber out.
Now, from what we see in your videos, you of course make these in like the Source engine and whatnot. So, what is like the hardest part of making up one of your music videos? Is it like actually writing the song? Is it making the instrumentals, or is it making all the animation and whatnot in the video?
The hardest part is definitely all the animation, the custom animation and lip sync. I mean, because I do all of the lip sync manually in SDK Face Poser, which is very time consuming. And but it's the only way I've found to really do it accurately. So that's the way I've always done it. I mean, I might spend 40 hours on a video just in the lip sync part, for like Taste the Cake. I mean, or any of them really, any of the music videos with a lot of lot of lip sync. That's the biggest part right there, definitely.
So 40 hours on just making the lips move with the song.
For one video, sometimes, yeah. When I first started.
Well, appreciate the work, people. Appreciate the work.
Thanks.
So, one last thing. Of course, we all want to know, what have you got planned in the future? Have you got like more music video plans? Or is it just instrumentals? What have you got planned for the future?
Well, I'm currently working on a full album of music that I hope to be done with in June. And then I'll start making Machinima videos for about all of them. And so there's hopefully this summer, if everything goes well, there should be a big flood of Machinima videos coming from me. And I plan to try to use other games besides Half-Life too, which might disappoint some people, but I want to try to kind of branch out and use some more recent titles, you know.
Well, fair enough, and we are definitely going to be looking forward to it. So, thank you for coming on the show. You have been a terrific guest.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ray Koefoed. I've been Caboos15. Catch you next time.